Welcome to the today's CVS class, my dear children. Dear children, in the last class, we have started to discuss about the chapter 3, that is the playtime. It's a very interesting chapter because playing plays a very important role in our life, isn't it? So playing will make us very active, physically and mentally strong. Playing makes us a very strong people, isn't it? So it will be one of the natural exercise to our body. So we will learn a lot of things in playing, isn't it? So this chapter is telling us the importance of the playing, that is the game, sports. So in the beginning of the chapter, let us recall the points that we have discussed in the last class and we will move to the next topic, today's topic. Okay, dear children, we know that in the last class we have discussed about the playing is fun, isn't it? Playing is fun. In that topic, we have discussed about the differences between the game and sports. Differences between the game and sports. Okay. So differences between the game and sports we have learned. We know that the game is also having the rules and regulations. The sports are also having a rules and regulations, but winning and losing is very important in case of sports, isn't it? So winning or losing is very important in case of sports. Example, chess is played only for the purpose of home, for the fun. It is called as a game. But the same one, it is played for the international tournaments, then it is called as the sports. There, winning and losing is very important, isn't it? So, and we are also learned about how does the peoples or the members of the team are support together, isn't it? So, in the sports, during the school days, if you are participating in the sports, means you have to miss a lot of classes, isn't it? So, during that time, your friends, your teachers will help us a lot to make up those activities, isn't it? So, in the school, so for example here the Megha, she is the captain of the basketball team. So what she will do, she is the captain now, she has to practice a lot and she has to go for many of the tournaments, and that purpose she has to miss the lots of the classes. So what happens during that time, teachers and their funds are helping a lot. Okay, and we are also discussing about in the team, in the group, in the team sports like basketball, table tennis. So both the boys and girls are also there. So we should not differentiate the boys and girls because they both are the players in the team itself. Okay, they are the members of the team. That's why there is no differentiation. Differentiation must be done in case of teams. Both are the players. So in the team sports, both the boys and girls are also play together. So this much we have discussed in our last session. Let's move to the types of games. Very interesting. So types of games in our today's session. Okay. So types of games. Types of games. Games are many types. They may be indoor, outdoor, individual or team games. There are the different types of games are there. So among them, there are basically 4 different types are there. Indoor, outdoor. Okay. Next, individual, or also team. So these are the different types of the games are there. So which are the different types of the games? Indoor, outdoor, individual, team. Let us discuss one by one. First let us take the indoor games. Indoor games are played inside the building. Chess, snakes and ladder, carom, ludo are some of the indoor games. All these games are very familiar for you people, isn't it? Okay? Yes, indoor games means they are played inside the home itself, inside the building itself. Okay? So we will not go for the outside of the building or outside of the snakes and ladder, carom, ludo are the examples for the indoor games. Okay, children. So, among the types of games, there are 4 different types of games are there. Among them, indoor games. Indoor games means they are played in the building or home itself. Example, carom, ludo, snakes and ladder. Snakes and ladder and chess. Okay, I hope you are already played these kind of games now. If you are not played, still means you have to learn playing these because they will create an interest in you. Okay, they will increase our thinking capacity. Okay. Next is outdoor games. Outdoor games are played in open grounds, courts and stadiums. Cricket, hockey, tennis, basketball are some outdoor games. So they are played outside of the home, in the ground, okay, in the court or in the stadiums. They are called as outdoor games. Okay, children. So what are outdoor games? They are played in the playground or in the stadium or in the court. Okay, they are called as the outdoor games. Example for outdoor games are cricket, basketball, tennis, hockey are the examples for the outdoor games. Okay, children, understood about the second one, outdoor games? Okay, so outdoor games are games which are played outside the home or they are played in the playground or in the court or in the stadium. Hockey, cricket, basketball, tennis are the example for the outdoor games. Next, many games are played by the player alone against an opponent, another player. They do not need a team. These are known as individual games. It's a game between two individuals. Okay, so it is not a team game. Okay, here any two individuals are there who are fight each other to win a game. Okay, so many games are played by the player alone against the opponent. One more people will there, one more individual will there. That's called as another player. Okay, they do not need a team. Team is not needed. Both are individuals. They are fight individually to win. Okay, they are called as the individual games. Next is individual games. Okay, so what are individual games? The games do not include any more than 3 members. Only 2 members which are fight against each other to win a game. Okay, so that is called as an individual game. Example, swimming, skating, cycling, chess or golf are the individual games. Here the player has to perform and achieve the success on his or her own. So winning is depending upon each individual here. They have to fight, they have to effort a lot. They have to give their efforts to win themselves. Okay, so those are called as the individual games. Okay, children, understood? So what are individual games? The games which are played for themselves only. It is a game between the two individuals. So here the winning or losing is dependent upon each individual. Okay, here the team members are not there. Only 2 individuals are there. Okay, so skating, swimming, chess, golf are some of the games which are played or called as the individual games. Here the player has to perform and achieve that success for his or on his own or her own. Okay, this is about the individual games. Okay, children, let's move to the last one, that is team. Okay, next one is team. Many games are team games. In team games like cricket, hockey, basketball and football, a team or a group of players played against another team or group of players in competitions. These games are played according to the set of rules. There are referees or umpires who supervise that the games are played by the following rules. So, in case of team games, the 2 to 4 people are there in each group. So there the playing is done with the two different groups containing so many members are there. Okay, those are called the team games. Okay, so now that we are discussing about the last one, that is the team games. Okay, so team games means what? Many games or team games like cricket, hockey, basketball, football are the team games. Players play against the other team of the group of players. Okay, so team means having a group of players are there. They are not individuals. There are so many individuals forms their one group. So it is a fight between the two different groups. Okay. So here the referees are there, umpires are there who supervise the games, whether they are following the rules or not. Okay, we know that for each sports or each game there is a certain rules and regulations are there, no? So what the umpire will do? The umpire which is present he will supervise the whether they are doing a correct way, whether they are playing the rules or not. So those are observed by the supervisor or the umpire who are present in the gym. Okay, children. So this is about the team game. Understood? So we shall quickly recall the definitions of the each kind of team sports and example for that. So what are indoor games? Indoor games means the games which are played for the purpose of home or in the building itself, are called as indoor games. Examples: snake and ladder, ludo, carom. Okay. Outdoor games means the games which are played in a playground or in stadium or on road. It's called as outdoor games. Example: hockey, cricket. Okay. Basketball. They are called as outdoor games. Individual means here the two individuals are fight against each other for the winning or losing. Okay. Winning and losing is dependent upon their individual. They have to perform themselves. Only two people are there in here this kind of games. Okay. They have to fight each other to win. Okay. There is no team of members are there. For the individuals means skating, cycling. Okay. Golf, chess are the example for the individual games. And team games means two different teams are there containing a group of people who are fight against each other to win. Okay, in these team games, umpires are also called as the supervisor is there. So what the umpire or the supervisor will do? He will supervise whether they are following the rules or not. Rules are not, that is observed by the supervisor. That is after the we have discussed about the types of games. No? So next topic is team spirit, which is very important. Team spirit. Team spirit. So what do you mean by team spirit? Let's see. A player is a part of the team. We know that in the teams the players are there. Player is a part of the team. Players belonging to the different regions, okay, religions and economic backgrounds join together to represent their teams. In the teams, the people who are in a good economic condition, they are very rich. Some of the players are very poor. Okay, they are economically they are very poor. Okay, so they are completely different regions like this. A team members, the players which are in the different backgrounds. The backgrounds of the peoples or the players which are present in the team is not same. It is very different, isn't it? So even though they are having a different backgrounds, they are joined together to represent their team. Team spirit is the feeling of harmony and unity among the players. It's a feeling of what? It's a feeling of harmony. It's a feeling of harmony and what? Unity. Heard about the word unity? They are showing the strongness of the team, and they are showing all are the equal in the team. They are very strong in the team. Is to show very unity. That is called the team spirit. Okay, children. So team spirit. A player is a part of the team. In the players, there are so many. In the team, there are so many players are there. They are from even though they have come from the different background, they all work together to make their team win. Okay, so it's called team spirit is a feeling of harmony and unity among the players. They share their opponents. Always team game means there are different opponents are there. So the opposite team is there. So they have to fight against the team and they have to win, isn't it? The following things should be remembered to maintain the team spirit. So in order to maintain the team spirit, what are the important rules should be followed? What we have to remember? Let's see. Play for the team and do the best of your capacity. So in the team, all the strongness of the team is depends upon the players. Okay, so we have to work as a team, not an individual. So in the team, we have to work. We have to give a lot of energy. Okay, we have to work as a best in the team. Okay, so we have to give our best in our capacity. Okay, so here the grandma says here this what you have to observe. Team sports can be a great fun. Feel the team spirit and move together towards the common goal. So they are fighting against to win. The common goal of the team is they have to win. Okay, so in the team, this team spirit is very, very, very important in the team games. And there are some of the things that we have to. There are some of the important parts that we have to remember when you are in the team. So among them, one of the important is play for the team, not for individual. Play for the team and give the best of your capacity. Okay. Do not fight with the players even if they make a mistake. So in the team, all the players is not having the same kind of capacity or same kind of strengthness. Some of them are very weak. Okay, we should not blame them. We should not fight against each other. Even though they are not doing well, means we have to support them. We have to push them. Yes, you have a capacity, do well. Okay, we have to encourage them. Okay, but we should not fight in the team. Okay, this is one of the important team spirit. Be respectful and understand. We have to understand each one in the player. Then only it has become successful. Okay, we have to respect each other in the team. Okay, be disciplined and do not cheat them. Okay, we have to discipline. The team means that discipline must be there, and we should not teach them. Sorry, we should not cheat them. That means by mixing up with the other team. So for the team only we have to cheat means it's become one of the very mistakes, one of the greatest mistake for the team. So that's why by playing in the game, we have to be very respectful for the team, and we should not cheat anyone of the players in the team. Okay, we have to be very respectful for the team. Consider the opinion of each player. This is very, very important. We have to consider each one opinion because everybody is having a different opinion. So by taking the each one opinions, which one is the better, that one we have to select. So these are some of the points we have to remember to increase the team spirit. One thing, first one is we have to do our best. We have to understand each one. Okay, and we have to take the opinion of each players in the team. Okay, and we have to be understood. We should not teach the team. Sorry, we should not cheat the team. Okay, children, understood? Okay. Next is there is a big responsibility on the captain of the team. This is very important. Being a captain is not an easy job, isn't it? So we should be a very respectful person. All the responsibilities are there for the captain. If being a captain means we should be very disciplined one. We have to obey all the rules and regulations. Okay, and also we have to be a leader for each player. We have to teach them. Okay, we have to teach the rules and regulations in the proper way. We have to encourage them. We have to take the opinions of the players. So being a team captain is not an easy job. Okay, we have to be a very respectful person being in the team. Okay, so he is one who plays and discusses the strategy of the game with the team. It is also important for the team member to respect and trust their captain. So each player, the responsibility of each player, they have to trust the captain. So they have to trust upon the whatever the decision he takes. Okay, team captain must take a decision, isn't it? In the cricket, okay. So in the beginning of the cricket, they will make the toss. So they will choose whether they have to take a bowling or batting. So that decision is made by the captain. So that decision should be obeyed by the players. Okay. So we have to trust upon the captain. He is taking the good decision. So we have to go according to the decision. So that's why we have to trust the captain. It is the captain who gets the credit if the team wins and the shoulders blame in the case of the loss. Yes, of course, if the team wins, means everyone, oh, the captain is very good, the captain is very disciplined one, he will support the players very well. But the same team is lost the game means, again the blame will come on the captain only. The captain is not good, he is not encouraging the players very well, like that the blame. So being a captain, we have to accept the both the blames and as well as the appreciations. Okay, children. So being a captain is not an easy. It's a risky job. So but we have to take one of the spirit one. So spiritfully you have to take a captain and we have to do the captain work properly. Whether the winning is losing is not a matter, but we have to do the 100% effort. So in playing the team games. So this is about the very important, that is the game spirit or team spirit. Okay, children, understood this one? Here the grandma says this column not to observe. Should we play a team game with the team spirit? Why or why not discuss? Yes, this question is asked for you people also. Whether we have to play with the team spirit with the game or not? Yes, we should be play with the team spirit. Otherwise, the strength of the team decreases. Okay. Next is national game. The national game of the country is the game or sports which is considered to be an important part of the culture of the country. So if any game is considered to be a national game, means national game. National. It is considered national games are considered a game of the country. Okay, this is known as the game of the country. Okay, children. So it is also called as the culture of the country. Hockey is the national game of India. Which is the national game of India? Which is the national game? Which is the national game of India? Hockey. Hockey is the national game of India. Between 1928 and 1956, India won the 6 gold medals in hockey at the Olympics. Okay, Olympics is the world game. You know about the nowadays also Olympics is going on, isn't it? So during the Olympics, what happens? India won the how many gold medals in the hockey? 6 gold medals. Okay, it is very one of the proud thing, isn't it? Being an Indian, yes. So India won the 6 medals in the hockey at the Olympics. The origin of hockey actually goes back to the ancient Egypt and Greece, where the games were played with the curved sticks and the ball. So where this kind of game is originated, where does it is first extracted means it is an ancient Egypt and Greece peoples who are playing this game. Okay, that game is practiced by the other countries also. So this thing you have to remember. So here the picture of the hockey is also given, the playing hockey is also given, that you have to observe. The origin of hockey actually goes back to the ancient Egypt and Greece, where the games are played with the curved sticks. How does the sticks are look like? Hockey sticks, they are the curved sticks. Okay. So this is about the national games. Here the fact act is given, no, that you have to read. Olympic games are held after every 4 years. So Olympic games are held for how many years? After every 4 years. Just like them, every 4 years, Paralympic games are also held where the physically disabled compete in the number of sports. So Paralympic means what? Paralympic means the games which are played with the physically handicapped, but means they are having a defect in the body. Okay, they are also played. So this is about the national game. Dear children, here the fun time is there. This is our leave for the homework that we have to done. So one more fact is given. Let's see. computer games and video games have become a very popular, children do not like to play outside in the fresh air. Lack of physical activity and created the problems in the obesity and reduce their concentration level and stamina. Thus, it is very important to inculcate the sports consciousness among the children right from the young age. Yes, children, this is one of the very dangerous event that is taking place nowadays, because most of the children who are addicted for the mobile games, okay, they will play the video games, computer games. They depend upon this one. Now they lost their interest regarding the indoor games or outdoor games. So they lost their interest. But because of this, the many of the disadvantages are taking place. So the students lost their concentration and the obesities. Most of the body problems or the some of the because there is no exercise. The playing, we know that the playing is one of the natural exercise for our body. But by seeing the mobile only, by playing the video games only, so what happens? We will stick onto the one place itself, and it creates the obesity. Means what? The cholesterol is increases our body, which makes very fat. So that's why it is a kind request to the children and as well as the parents that please support your children to go outside and play well. Okay, don't give the mobiles and the internet. Don't support to see these kind of video games, or don't support to play these kind of video games which will reduce the concentration of the students. So dear parents, please support your children to play the outdoor games. So because it's one of the physical exercise to our body, which will increase the physical as well as mental health. Okay, understood the topic? So this completes our lesson, that is the play time. So we were understood very well, I think, isn't it? So we have learned very important points in the data, because playing is one of the important thing in your life, because it will give a lot of fun, and as well as it also gives a natural exercise to our body, isn't it? So with this one we will complete this lesson. Okay, so here the read and reflect is there. So this is the recap of the chapter. Games and sports relax our mind. Games have many types, that is indoor, outdoor and individual and team games. Team spirits is the feeling of harmony and unity among the players. The captain of the team has a big responsibility. The important of the children is play outside in the open physical mental exercise. So okay, this completes the lesson. Okay children, so I will give the notes for the exercise. I will give the exercise questions later. Okay, do the homework first. I will give the homework regarding this. You have to complete this one. So later I will give the patient answers. Okay, thank you.